And I think it just puts you in a better rhythm offensively. And our guys did that tonight.
And speaking about the offensive rhythm, Trey had 15 assists and matches a season high. Just what did you like about the way he was able to get his teammates involved with the movement?
Well, he's been doing that all season long. And, when teams are trapping, putting two on the ball, you trust your teammates. And I thought he did that, got the ball out. Those guys was able to make shots tonight. Gallo gave us a really big lift. All of them, DeAndre, Kevin, made a big three late in that fourth quarter. So we have guys that can shoot the ball. And when you're putting two on the ball, that's the best case scenario for an offense. You have to just space the floor and get the ball out of the trap.
You talked before the game about finding that rhythm. Did you feel like you saw that rhythm tonight and saw that swag from your team going forward?
That's the rhythm we need to continue to build on, and get the mojo back. And our next game, build off of that. Bring in that energy, that intensity, that sense of urgency, that focus that we brought into this game.
With 3:45 to go, the lead was down to 3. Trey assisted on 2 baskets, had that big 3, and then the 4 for 4 from the line from then on.
Mm-hmm.
What does that say about just his poise and the way?
Show is managing the game, making the decision with the ball, late in games. He knows where that ball, he's going to be handling the ball and initiating the offense. You get a pulse on what the team is doing against you for 3 quarters. And that fourth quarter, that's what we need to see from him, his ability to manage the game, adapt to conditions in that fourth quarter. And that's what he did tonight. They was hitting him, they was trapping him. They played a boxing one on him. He did a good job of playing off the ball, calling sets to get us into offense. And, those are the things that he has to continue to show the growth.
Nate, you spoke highly of the defense tonight, but what was the biggest difference that you saw? I mean, 42 points from them in the first quarter, but you guys were able to kind of slow them down after that.
That's a good team, and they make you defend with all their movement. They are a team that, they play in their third, fourth, fifth option. They're going to be moving that ball from side to side. You have to chase those guys, stay attached to them. You can't play relaxed defense on Clay or Poole. And our guys was doing that, but they were red hot. I mean, they was making some shots that, I think a couple of those shots we was right there. And we couldn't do much more than contest without fouling. We just felt like if we continued with that type of pressure, that they couldn't continue to shoot the ball, as well as they did in that first half. And we was able to establish that in the third quarter.
After Jalen played a lot of minutes last game, was this just not a matchup that you saw favorable for him, or you just wanted to go other way?
Well, we've been playing Gallo and Trey at that 4 position. And, I wanted to, even though I'm starting Gallo, I like to get him back with that second unit because he's played, well with that second unit with Lou and DeLon and Big O. So it's an early substitution to get him back at that 4 position so that I can get him back at the 4 position with the second unit. And he is a guy that we try to play through with that second unit.
Do you have an update, or do you know anything about what happened to Gallo that knocked him out of the game?
No, it's just the arm. He just got tangled up and wasn't able to come back. They were pounding. They were pounding us on the boards, and I think at the half, that was the thing that was keeping them in the game. I think they had 14 second chance points in the first half, and with all the movement, you got to play multiple effort defense against this team where you are guarding them on the perimeter. But when that shot goes up, you have to recover to the paint to rebound because of all the movement. A lot of times you are out on the perimeter, so you have to recover to the paint and rebound. They was able to pound the boards, but we was able to get enough stops to win this game.
Hey, we've talked about it before, but would this be the kind of game that would start the ball rolling in the right direction?
Well, we certainly hope so. We talked about that, building off of this game and, these remaining 8 games, there's still time for us to get that rhythm, get that mojo back. And, a game like this, coming out with that focus and playing with that attitude that's necessary, we certainly can get that going.
On Zoom, we'll go to Edwin Powell.
Coach, on a personal level, you played with Gary Payton. His son's now in the league, playing pretty well for himself. What's it like just seeing Gary playing in the league and doing well for himself?
Unbelievable. I saw that kid when he was born, and great kid, and I'm happy for him, that he's found the spot in the league, and he's really productive in the role that he's playing for them. He's just as tough as his father was out on the floor. Both of those guys were guys that his father was the glove, and he's the mitten, I guess. Because he did a really good job of just trying to make Trey work, throughout, and that's been his role, since joining Golden State. And I'm happy to see that he's getting an opportunity because he's really worked for it and earned it. All right.